Turkey has taken an unprecedented step by issuing arrest warrants for 37 senior Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, accusing them of committing systematic genocide in Gaza. The Istanbul Chief Prosecutor's Office described the ongoing Israeli military operations targeting civilian populations, hospitals, shelters, residential areas, and humanitarian aid routes as clear violations of international humanitarian law. Since October 2023, air and ground strikes have killed thousands of innocent civilians, including children, women, and the elderly. The prosecutors cited the tragic death of 6-year-old Hind Rajab and repeated attacks on hospitals as egregious crimes against humanity. Israel has also targeted humanitarian convoys, including the Global Solidarity Flotilla carrying essential aid to besieged Gaza. The prosecutor emphasized that these actions are thoroughly documented through evidence, witness testimonies, attack records, and international reports. Turkey's move follows last year's International Court of Justice actions, which also issued arrest warrants against Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes. Turkey insists the world cannot remain silent on these inhumane actions and demands international accountability.
Cricket legend Shahid Afridi set to thrill fans once again as IMC Over 40 T20 World Cup begins.
Former Pakistan captain and iconic all-rounder Shahid Afridi is making a sensational return to competitive cricket in the IMC Over 40 T20 World Cup, scheduled to take place in Karachi from November 21 to December 1. The Pakistan Veterans Cricket Association, PVCA, has confirmed his participation, ensuring Afridi will be the central attraction of the tournament. The event will feature 12 international teams and a total of 42 matches across multiple Karachi stadiums. Pakistan's squad will be led by former all-rounder Abdul Razak, with legendary batsman Javed Miandad mentoring the team. Remaining squad details are expected to be announced soon. Afridi's participation is anticipated to significantly boost fan engagement, ticket sales, and television viewership. Over a celebrated international career, Afridi played over 500 matches, scored more than 11,000 runs, and took 541 wickets, establishing himself as a globally renowned T20 star. Cricket fans in Karachi and nationwide are excited to witness Afridi's aggressive batting and explosive bowling once again. His return promises thrilling performances, unforgettable moments, and a major highlight for veteran cricket enthusiasts.
National hockey team, led by Imad Shakil Butt, gears up for Bangladesh tour, blending youth with seasoned experience.
Cricket may grab headlines, but hockey enthusiasts have reason to cheer as Pakistan gears up for a competitive friendly series against Bangladesh. The Pakistan Hockey Federation, PHF, has officially announced a 18-member national squad led by Captain Imad Shakil Butt, combining the energy of young talent with the wisdom of experienced players. The squad includes standout performers like Abdullah Ishtiaq Khan, Munib-ur-Rahman, Mohammad Sufyan Khan, Abdul Mannan, Zakaria Hayat, Arshad Liaquat, and Ahmad Nadeem, among others. This selection reflects a strategic balance aimed at strengthening Pakistan's performance on the international stage while grooming emerging stars for future Asian competitions. The 3-match series begins this Sunday at Dhaka Hockey Stadium, offering young players a platform to gain international exposure and confidence, while senior members provide mentorship and guidance. Officials hope the tour will boost team cohesion and prepare Pakistan for upcoming regional tournaments. PHF expects strong performances that will excite fans and reaffirm Pakistan's competitive legacy in international hockey.
11,000 educators across Punjab face career uncertainty as ruled amendments delay permanent head appointments, raising widespread concern.
Bollywood dancer and actress Rakhi Sawant has once again captured the public's attention with a startling revelation. Known for her bold statements, daring style, and controversial persona, Sawant claimed that her biological father is US President Donald Trump. According to the actress, her late mother left a letter explaining the truth, which Sawant shared publicly. She stated, "You always ask me who your father is, so listen, your real father is Donald Trump."
मैं किसी अमीर अंबानी से शादी करूंगी, मेरे पापा डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प जो है।
The claim immediately went viral on social media, sparking intense debate and reactions from users worldwide. Rakhi Sawant has previously made controversial statements, including claims about converting to Islam and changing her name. She has also been seen performing Umrah, further fueling public discussion. Experts suggest that her latest revelation has stirred curiosity and speculation among fans, while some critics argue it is an attempt to remain in the headlines. Once again, Rakhi Sawant dominates the public spotlight, leaving observers eager to see how media and social networks respond in the coming days.
PIA resumes operations after engineers protest. Gulf and European routes reopen following swift administrative action.
Pakistan International Airlines (PIA) has successfully resumed its international flight operations following a brief suspension caused by an aircraft engineer's protest. The administration swiftly implemented alternative arrangements, enabling the Islamabad to Dammam flight PK-245 and Islamabad to Jeddah flight PK-761 to depart on schedule. The disruption occurred after PIA's aircraft engineers halted flight clearances, citing grievances over the CEO's conduct. The move had led to significant delays in international departures, leaving passengers, especially Umrah pilgrims, facing immense difficulties. According to airline officials, the management's immediate response helped stabilize the situation and restore confidence in operations. Gulf and European routes have now been reopened, with flight schedules gradually returning to normal. The administration has assured passengers that no disruption or obstruction will be tolerated at airports, emphasizing its commitment to safety and service quality. Officials added that PIA's top priority remains passenger convenience and restoring Pakistan's reputation as a reliable international carrier. Timely updates and alternative arrangements will be provided for any affected travelers.
Tragic dumper accident in Karachi turns violent as enraged citizens clash with armed guards. Governor intervenes.
A deadly dumper crash in Karachi's Nishtar Road area spiraled into chaos late last night when a speeding truck fatally struck a motorcyclist and injured his wife. The horrific accident triggered public outrage, with furious residents setting the dumper on fire in protest. Soon after, Dumper Association President Liaquat Masood arrived at the scene accompanied by his armed guards. As tensions rose, the mob began pelting stones at his vehicle. In the ensuing panic, Masood's guards opened fire, though fortunately no one sustained fatal injuries. Sindh Governor Kamran Tesori took immediate notice of the incident, condemning the brandishing of firearms in public and calling such behavior absolutely unacceptable. He stressed that maintaining the rule of law and restoring public trust in authorities is essential. Meanwhile, citizens voiced growing concern over Karachi's alarming rise in heavy vehicle accidents. They blamed reckless dumper driving, poor infrastructure, and weak enforcement for the surge in fatalities. Residents have demanded tighter regulation, licensing reforms, and strict monitoring to prevent such tragedies from recurring.
Governor Faisal Karim Khandi backs Chief Minister Suhail Afridi, says province inherited corruption, terrorism, and instability.
Governor Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Faisal Karim Khandi has openly voiced support for Chief Minister Suhail Afridi while strongly criticizing the former provincial leadership. Speaking to the media, he said the previous chief minister left behind the gifts of corruption and terrorism, creating serious challenges for the new government. Khandi emphasized that Suhail Afridi has inherited complex administrative and economic problems that cannot be solved overnight. He urged political stability and patience, saying the new chief minister must be given sufficient time to implement vital reforms and restore good governance in the province. Highlighting his coordination role, the governor said he is serving as a bridge between the provincial and federal governments to ensure smoother communication and effective policymaking. He reiterated that holding office is a party trust, not personal property, and that public interest must always come first. Kundi added that ongoing development and welfare projects will continue without disruption, stressing the importance of unity, reform, and accountability to move Khyber Pakhtunkhwa toward lasting progress and stability.
Smog eases in Punjab, but Lahore's air turns toxic. Meanwhile, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa braces for heavy rains and landslides.
Smog conditions have started to ease across Punjab, but Lahore continues to suffer from dangerously polluted air. According to global environmental data, the city's particulate matter PM level has reached 358, placing it in the hazardous category. Faisalabad recorded 246, Multan 219 and Gujranwala 195, all within highly unhealthy to hazardous levels. Health experts have urged residents to limit outdoor activity and wear masks to prevent respiratory and eye problems. They have warned that prolonged exposure to polluted air could lead to serious health complications, especially for children and the elderly. Meanwhile, the Provincial Disaster Management Authority, or PDMA, has issued a rain and snowfall alert for multiple districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, predicting wet and cold weather through November 5. The authority has cautioned local administrations to take precautionary steps and warned that heavy rainfall in hilly areas could trigger landslides and road blockages. Citizens have been advised to stay alert, follow safety instructions, and avoid unnecessary travel to high-risk areas.
Pakistan's economy on a steady recovery path. Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb announces bold reforms and blue economy revolution.
Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has announced that Pakistan's economy is moving towards sustainable stability, with inflation showing a downward trend and growth gaining speed. Speaking at the Maritime Expo via Zoom from Islamabad, he highlighted the immense potential of the blue economy, particularly in fisheries and aquaculture, to transform Pakistan's economic landscape. Aurangzeb praised the Pakistan Navy and the Ministry of Maritime Affairs for hosting the event, noting that efforts are underway to modernize Karachi, Gwadar, and Port Qasim, boosting both domestic and international trade. He revealed that over the past 2.5 years, solid policy measures have curbed inflation and reduced the policy rate. The minister added that 3 global rating agencies have recognized Pakistan's recent economic improvements, a clear sign of regained investor confidence. He affirmed that the Finance Ministry will continue close coordination with other departments and friendly nations to strengthen trade and investment. Aurangzeb expressed optimism that the blue economy will revolutionize Pakistan's maritime and economic future.
A 7-hour marathon session of the KP Assembly Security Committee ends with a united front for peace, stability, and reform.
The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly's Special Security Committee held a marathon 7-hour session, chaired by Speaker Babar Salim Swati, focusing on strengthening peace, stability, and counterterrorism coordination across the province. The meeting brought together political representatives, senior officials, and security agencies for an in-depth review of the law and order situation. Officials briefed the committee on current security challenges and ongoing operations, emphasizing joint strategies to curb militant activity and enhance interagency cooperation. Lawmakers commended the dedication of security forces and reaffirmed their collective resolve to protect citizens' lives and property without political divisions. Speaker Babar Salim Swati stressed that sustainable peace requires collaboration, unity, and dialogue among all stakeholders. He called for setting aside political differences and prioritizing public safety and institutional harmony. The committee agreed to intensify coordination between civil and security institutions, and will reconvene soon to review updated recommendations and finalize an integrated policy framework for long-term peace and development in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Pakistan's security forces deal